Okay, welcome. So today I wanted to offer some reflections about leadership and about Keir Starmer resigning here in the UK and how this will be the 7th Prime Minister in 10 years and what's happening with leadership in the UK and what can we do about it. So yesterday in the UK, Keir Starmer announced that he was resigning, and there is talk of the Manchester politician, Mayor Andy Burnham, who is likely to be replacing him. I thought I'd just offer some reflections around this, because we're talking about a new leader coming in, and yet what I find really fascinating is that in the UK we have this issue with training people to be leaders. And there's some interesting statistics I came across. This is the Chartered Management Institute, the CMI, and it was saying that 82% of people in the UK who go into management roles have no official leadership training. That's 82%. And what the CMI calls them are, it says the word accidental manager. So where do they learn from? Most of these learn from either the leaders that they were when they were young staffers, in politics, or backbenchers. They watch the other leaders, or it's chartered. And because so many of our leaders have often been to public schools or grammar schools, they've seen a form of leadership which over the past few centuries has been command and control. And I see that, in my opinion, having studied leadership for a number of years, been to business schools, seen the old model and really relating to that, you do as I say. In John Maxwell's work, the 5 levels of leadership, the bottom level is positional leadership. You get a position, a title, you're Prime Minister or you are CEO, you do as I say. He says that's the lowest of the 5. And I'd say most of UK leadership is just coming from positional. He then goes, second one is relational, then it's about productivity, and then the 4th one, it's about this idea of helping others. He calls this legacy. You're creating other leaders. And then the 5th level is, and I might make a mistake around this because he said there's very few people who get to this, which is essentially you're creating level 4 leaders. So you're creating those people who expand. And I see that expand others. So you're creating level 4 leaders. So in the UK, we're stuck on that 1st level. And what happens, it's very bureaucratic or autocratic. You do as I say. And I see that's what I see with leadership at the moment. And with Keir Starmer stepping down, and we've got this new leader, I see that what we actually need, it's not a new leader. We need a different culture. We need a new system of leadership. This command and control model doesn't work anymore. Especially the younger generation in business, I see this a lot. They're just leaving. The people are rude to them, or they don't feel engaged. They're not connected to the why of the company. Meaning, why are they in business? Is it to save the environment? Is it, if they're not engaged with it, they just leave. And what I'm seeing a lot of is like the command and control, it's still happening. And I saw that personally with Keir Starmer. Right, we're going to do this, you're going to do it, rather than listening to the people. And I don't know about Andy Burnham. I'm not interested necessarily in which is a better party. What I am interested in is the culture. What is the culture that us as leaders are stepping into? So just some ideas here. And I think what I see with leadership at the moment in the UK is still it's top down. It's like, right, you do as I say. It's very defensive. It's image managed. It's like, how do I look? Another thing is emotionally repressed. Don't show emotion, don't, And then another one is they're disconnected from the lives of the ordinary people. I think it's on the documentary we created, the Boarding on Insanity. How can you, if, for example, last week, Prince George has been told he's going to go off to Eton. Eton, there are no girls there. How is he going to lead the country if he has no experience of the ordinary people? He might then go on to Oxford or Cambridge or the military. It's very difficult for us to lead if we have no experience of what it is to feel of the ordinary people. And maybe Andy Burnham brings that in as a leader. And yet, if he does bring that, he's stepping into a culture which is, you've got to be top down, you've got to be defensive, you've got to be image managed, emotionally repressed, disconnected from the lives of the lived reality of people. So I think we have to start creating a new culture. We can do it. And on this Thursday, Chris and I, with the support of Martin, we're going to be doing a webinar talking about compassionate leadership, about this idea of, the topic is conversations we're not having. And I'd say, essentially, that's the conversation we're not having in the UK. And that is, what kind of leadership do we actually need now? Is it command and control leadership, or is it emotionally intelligent leadership, where someone can say, yeah, I made a mistake, or, be transparent? Looking at one of these books up here, Kouzes and Posner, The Leadership Challenge, which is considered the leadership Bible, 7th edition. They've interviewed hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people. And they say in there that they got maybe 100,000 people to say what are the top 7 characteristics that they want in a leader. And out of those, they picked the top 4. The one that 91% percentage of people, so 91st percentile, they chose honesty. That's what they want in a leadership. The other one is inspirational. The other one's forward thinking. And the other one's competent. But the first one, it begins with honesty. And how many of our leaders, certainly in Britain over the last, political leaders, have been honest? It's like these cover-ups over and over again. So we need a new system of leadership. And I see that it's coming in. I'm speaking to people on my podcast all the time. I've spoken to police chief. I've spoken to former RAF pilots. They're going, yeah, emotional intelligence is arriving. As Dawn Storwood said on the podcast Beautiful Leadership I did with her a few months ago. She says emotional intelligence is everything in leadership, not a little bit, it's everything. So I see that this is what is happening now. Is Keir Starmer stepped down, Andy Burnham, maybe he is an emotionally intelligent leader, but we really need to change the culture around that, and we need to, step into that emotionally intelligent leadership. How do we do it? We start with ourselves. And as the Dalai Lama said, I heard this 20 odd years ago when I was living as a novice Buddhist monk. If we want peace, then it begins with us. Same, if we want to see compassionate leadership, we have to start developing it ourselves and then bringing it into whatever area or field it is. And for me, this is my work around boarding school. Chris Braich is bringing it into seen and heard and schools. Other people are, there's so many amazing people out there doing this work. Dr. Warren Larkin, Dr. Suzanne Zedike. It's like, wow, amazing people. So yeah, just some ideas there. So if you've not booked on, it's a free webinar, and we'll be doing another one towards the end of July, and we'll just keep doing these because it's like we can change, and I'm absolutely certain about that. It's like this new form of leadership is arriving, and it's exciting. So, blessings. Any questions? If you're like, yeah, of course, we don't want to just change a leader, we want to change the culture. If that resonates, please do share. Or another question would be, what was the type of leadership you saw growing up? Was it emotional intelligence? Was it command and control? Top down, authoritarian? Certainly for me, it was always command and control. And let's see a new way. So thank you so much. So yeah, Thursday will be the webinar. The link I'll put in the description. And then Friday I've got a new podcast talking about porn addiction, which again, it's one of those areas, another conversation we're not having, talking about porn. It's a huge percentage of people have porn addictions. But is anyone talking about it? No, not really. So time for that conversation with Jeremy Lipkowitz. So, okay, take care. Bye for now.